Now we're ready to start our first assembly file and putting the three parts that we have now together in one file. You'll click on New, find the Assembly section, click on Standard, and Create. It's really important that you saved the parts with the appropriate name and the appropriate location. You'll click on Place Component, locate your H drive, and then your pegboard toy folder. The first part we're going to place is going to be our pegboard. So click on Pegboard and Open. I'm going to zoom out by pushing on the wheel gently. To place it, I'm going to right-click and then select Place Grounded at Origin. Do not click again, otherwise it will add another pegboard and we only need one. Now we're ready to place the round peg. To do that, you'll click on Place again, find your pegboard toy folder in your H drive, select your round peg, click Open. I'm going to zoom out a little bit by pushing on the wheel again. I'm going to initially place my round peg above my pegboard by clicking one time. And now we're going to constrain the peg to the pegboard so that the peg is inside the pegboard. To place the peg inside the pegboard, we'll click on Constrain, select the mate type, click on the peg, and make sure you try and get in the middle of the peg so that you get this dashed red line on the axis. Click, and then we're going to find the axis right in the center of the hole of the pegboard, and then click. If you hear it click, you know you've done it correctly. You'll click OK, and now you'll be able to move your peg up and down in your pegboard. Now we're going to add the square peg by clicking Place again, finding your pegboard toy folder in your H drive, clicking on Square Peg, and Open. Click one time. I'm going to stand the black peg up so it will be easier to constrain by clicking on Free Rotate, and then I'm going to click on it and then click again so that I can rotate it around. I want to click and drag until it looks like it's standing up. Now that it looks like it's standing up, we're going to constrain this peg to this hole by clicking Constrain. Then we're going to click on one of the faces of this peg, and this is going to be very critical that you do this correctly, but you're going to want to pick one of the inside faces of the hole. Then I'll click, and it will move my peg so that it looks like it's in there. But with the square peg, you're going to want to constrain two faces of the peg to two faces of the hole. We'll click Apply. Now I'm going to zoom in and rotate my toy around so that I'll be able to see the front face of the peg and this face that's kind of hard to see of my hole. I'll click, and you'll then see that the hole goes all the way in. The peg goes all the way into the hole. You can click on Home and see that both the round peg and the square peg are inside the pegboard. We'll click on Apply, and then Cancel just to get rid of that screen. And you can click and drag on either one of the pegs and see it move up and down inside the pegboard.